have to pretend, baby. I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on. And don't you ever look back. What you gonna do? You gonna come closer?
Oh, piss. Ah. Hi. I was just goofing. I was just goofing around. Just being silly. Just being silly and a bit mad. And a bit wacky. I feel like I've not streamed in like months. It's only been like, well, 2 weeks, I suppose, because of the football, which I don't want to talk about for the record. But I'm the guy. Hello. How are we? Hockers is officially first. I'm sorry, Al is beating you on this occasion. It is Battlefart, Light Through Dark, Seagull, King of Killing, Suitor, Waffling Raya, Pavlite. Would you prefer? Is that correct? I hope so. Nova Boba, what's going on? How am we all doing? It is Wednesday. Wednesday's nuts. Anyway, we've got an open crate. I wonder what it could be. Holy shit, is it the thing that it said it would be? Whoa! That's epic. Okay, well, I've not played this game for like 2 years. So I thought I'm going to play this game for the first time in 2 years. And that's exactly what's going to go on. So I'm hoping that there are still servers. Your guess is as good as mine. If not, then we will reconvene and figure something out. How am I after Sunday? Well, I said I didn't want to talk about it, and you've just brought it up. Sick one. No, it was. I had a good time. To be fair, I was still in a relatively good mood after the game. I was quite drunk, but it was a school night, so I was home by like 1, half 11. No, half 12, 1. And I was drinking double pints because I'm a big boy, and they were like this big, and it was epic, and it was tasty and yummy, and I drank lots and lots, and I also had fun. When the Cole Palmer goal went in, shit was mental. It was good. What a great feeling for about 6 minutes. Lovely. Thank you for 17-month bot go skirt. It went shart instead. But yeah, it was a good night, to be fair. Like, all result aside, you know, it was I got to see my mates, which was cool. And like, because obviously where I'm still sort of like settling in and sorting myself out money wise and blah blah blah, all boring adult shit. I pretty much said to my mates, look, I'm not gonna come unless I say that often and it still happens. It's like when old people piss themselves. It's just I do that with cum. And no, I'm joking. But I said I'm like not gonna go unless we're in the final, and then obviously we got to the final. So it was fun though. It was good. I had a good time. I lost 2 games of beer pong, so that's sick. And then football didn't come home. So what's the point? You know, what's the point in living? Really, completely pointless. Completely pointless indeed. But no, it was good. It was good to see everyone and get a bit crunk, you know, get turned with the lads. And this won't even be recorded, but we're doing a little Minecraft world on Friday night. We're gonna get messy and do Minecraft like real men. Don't think anyone cared that much that we lost. Anyone that was screaming, crying on the floor. It's just like me. I will. There was a few men crying where I was. I was in a sports bar in Chelmsford. And there was a few men crying. Not me. Couldn't be me. I was in like a reasonably good mood after. Like I was still I kind of wanted to stay out, to be honest. But it was getting home. That was my only quandary, I suppose. So we didn't stay out, but alright. It turns out I'm not very good at this game, is kind of what's happening here. But yes. Anyway, how has everybody's week been? How are we all doing? What's occurring? When was the last time anyone played this game? I raise that question to you now. It's been so long since I played it, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm just running around really. But it's fun, so there is that. We're getting kills though. Okay, we're also dying quite a lot. I got a heroic sacrifice though. It's my last drinking day for a year on Friday. What? You're not drinking for a whole year? Are you insane? Like, don't get me wrong, I've cut out booze a fair bit. Like, the only time I've drank recently was on Sunday, and then I did have some on Friday. It's a weekend, so it don't count. But you're cutting it out completely. That's insanity. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Like I said, I'm cutting down, but like, there's a difference between cutting down and I actually got the kill with that. I was just trying to aim. But alright, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's mad. Well, I hope it goes well. I'm not going to try and convince you to not. But you know, good luck. Run, 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 run! I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. The big man that kills children. Oh. Failed my theory test by 8 marks. Other than that, I'm fine as part. What, as in driving theory? It's not through choice. My hands have been forced. Oh, you're getting to that age, are we? Oh, menopause. Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know if menopause has that effect, to be honest. Good luck though. And obviously, I'm sad that it's come to it, but it is what it is. I suppose if it's a health choice, then yeah, fair. Can't really be mad at you for that. Mine's just for fitness reasons, really. I went running on Saturday. I mean, obviously, I've been running a fair bit lately. Might go later, to be honest. But I did my first 5k on Saturday, and I didn't stop the whole time. So I like, yeah. So that last... Oh, what is happening? What? Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's be a TIE fighter. This might be fun. Yeah, no, did my first 5k, which was pretty cool. That was a cool feeling. Oh, piss. What the hell? How do I fly this fucking thing? Jesus Christ. Yeah, really good. The last 500 meters was violent, and I shit you not. I thought I was going to shit myself. Honestly, it was horrible. I was like, I'm either going to shit myself, pass out, or die. I didn't do any of the above. But it was pain. It was horrible. It was. I'm doing it again on the weekend. Doing it again on the weekend. 5k steps, I could do that easily. No. I'm talking like 5 kilometers jogging, non-stop, without stopping. That's the thing. I'm a big boy, but I'm fit. Like I'm reasonably like fit, and I can actually run, which is kind of cool. I just want to do it for fitness, really, to be honest. And like, I'm going to get back in the gym next month and then get on strength, because then I'll actually, with the cardio, I'll be able to actually like tone shit as well. Blah blah blah. Boring stuff. You know, we might get another ego arc at this point. Doesn't matter because I fell off. But you know, I think I need to do it just for myself anyway. So yeah, it's getting to that point. But you know, I'm doing all right though. I've done good. I've done 5k, 5,000 calories. 5,000 calories would be. I've probably done it before, to be honest. I do genuinely think I have done 5,000 calories in a day, like when I was probably at my heaviest years ago. Maybe in lockdown, I could probably have managed 5k. especially like if you consider drink and stuff as well. Like, so say for example in the day I've had a pizza and sides, right? That's probably about 3,000 calories to start off with. Then if you go in drinking, beer is just liquid calories. It's just wheat and yeast, and it is also yummy, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. But yeah, beer makes me feel nice and warm. My point is, yeah, I could probably do 5,000 calories in a day. I think that would be, I mean, it would be enjoyable. I think the repercussions of that psychologically and physically would be quite horrible. But I'm just playing as a bit of everyone in this at the minute. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I didn't know. I can't. This can't. I didn't authorize this. A woman. Sorry, ladies in chat, but you guys suck. Maybe not though. This character's actually pretty cool. See, now I'm like, I should do a video where I eat 5,000 calories in a day, but I think it would actually be quite easy. 10,000 would be the one. I mean, to be honest, right, if I get to the point where I lose a shitload of weight and I'm like, I can actually be flexible with what I'm eating and stuff, I could do a 10,000 calorie thing. It would be ghastly. I don't think I'd be proud of myself at that point, to be honest. If anything, it's almost like kind of disgusting. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm in a very much like a non-food based mindset at the minute. So like, I had soup for dinner, and I had an egg and tomato sandwich for lunch, and then I also had pineapple. But even then, I had like a sandwich and fruit for lunch, and I felt bloated as shit, and I felt like shit. So maybe it's a me problem. Maybe I should just get hammered and get a load of food. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. But I'm feeling better, I guess. I had like obviously the weekend sort of pulled me back a bit, like in terms of progress. But Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? Now it was built in several. It was built in about 10, at least 10 days to build Rome. So. Okay, well, we won. Hooray, victory. There was a guy who easily ate 15k calories a day, had to be lifted out of the house by a crane. Jesus Christ. How do you do, like, right, and bear in mind, right, I'm someone that loves food, clearly. And I have been, like, much bigger than I currently am. So I understand it. But, surely you get to a point with weight where you're like, I need to sort this out. Like, I know I had it, like, just after the redundancy, and obviously I was here every day, I was not on my feet at all, blah blah blah. So, and like, I sort of looked in the mirror. I was like, right, come on, let's sort this out. This ain't on. Like, and that wasn't. Don't get me wrong, I was a bit big, but like I wasn't documentary fat, you know. Like, surely you get to a point where you're like, I need to sort this. Like, I need to do something about this because it's going to ruin my health. It's going to, you know, and like, even then, like, how can you look at yourself and be like, yeah, everything is fine, you know? I'm not talking like if you're a little bit chunky, because like a lot of people are these days, myself included. Like, it's fine, I get it. And mainly for me, I stress eat, I comfort eat, and I boredom eat as well. So like, they're the big three. Eating is an addiction, essentially. And it's just eating the wrong stuff as well, you know. It's easy to do. But like, equally, when I'm in it, like when I'm in the fitness thing, completely fine. Like, I enjoy running, I enjoy playing football, which I do twice a week anyway. Have done even when I was big. I was still playing football twice a week. I dread to think. And to be fair, this happened in lockdown. I put on like 3 stone in lockdown. But obviously I wasn't playing football, wasn't going for jogs, none of that. Like, And I kind of learned my lesson for the second lockdown in like the November or whatever it was, and it kind of like it worked because it was like, right, I'm not going to do that again. But like, how do you let yourself get to that state, you know, where you are struggling to get out of bed? I'm not fat shaming. I am. These people are disgusting creatures. But no, my point is like, do you not get to a point where you're like, this isn't good, this is bad, like. Don't get me wrong, I have a takeaway every so often. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, probably, I mean, I know people have a hell of a lot more takeaway. I'm having one takeaway a month at the minute as well, because of financial reasons as well, and obviously the health thing. So it's you know, being skinned is actually doing me a favour as well, because I'm not spending money on awful food. But this is just, I feel like I'm just in a, like, Weight Watchers podcast here. But yeah, like, how do these people afford it as well? Like, that's the other thing. I suppose it's cheaper to buy shit food than it is to buy good food, right? And shit food doesn't go off as quick, which is annoying. Because, like, you buy... today, I had lettuce. I got... me and my dad come over last week to watch the semi-final. And, I mean, he's a big eater as well, which didn't help, because he was like, oh, let's eat big. And I'm like, I really want to. But, like, I feel bad because he's come all this way, and, you know, it's guys' night in, and we're watching the football and stuff. So I was like, all right, we'll eat well, but I'm not gonna go like mental. Like usually we'd have dessert, starters. I couldn't even we had Doritos for starters. I couldn't even get through them. But like we had like fried chicken wraps basically with lettuce and a few other bits and blah blah blah. But like. The lettuce, we had half a bag of shredded lettuce, whatever, and it obviously goes in the fridge. But, like, because I've not been eating as much, like, Tuesdays, Thursdays, don't eat because of football. Physically cannot eat. It's weird. It's psychological. So Wednesdays, I've had soup tonight, so, and, like, I can make a pasta or tuna or whatever, like, I can, and you can see me do that on my second channel series called Let Him Cook. Anyway, but, like, I just had a bag of lettuce in the fridge just for, like, a week. And it's like, I'm not going to eat it. I haven't got anything to put with it, for one. And I'm not going to go and spend money on food just to suit that. And it's like, I've just ended up throwing it away. And it's like, yeah, it was 85p. But, yeah, like, if you do that with more ingredients, do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to build up. I don't know how these people afford it. But yeah, that's the thing. As long as you're fit and able, like, and not just in bed because you're too fat to get out, you know, like, that's not, I don't see that as a problem. That's different. There's a difference between being documentary fat and the problem not being able to get out of bed and then just enjoying food. Like, the amount of processed food as well about these days is so easy to do. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know, I get it though. Like, as someone who's been chubby pretty much their entire life, like, I sympathise with that sort of stuff, but it's when you don't care about yourself. That's when it gets a bit like sort yourself out. Because it's yeah, I don't know. Like for me as well, like I've always been a bit conscious about how I look. Like not in the sense of oh I'm so ugly, oh I'm disgusting, I'm a horrible creature, oh no one's ever gonna love me. Anything. I like. Don't get me wrong, right? I know I'm alright. Like I know I'm fine. Like not to suck my own dick, but like I know I'm not awful looking. I know I'm not like ugly. That sounds like a dickhead thing to say, but like, do you know what I mean? Like it's one of them. But and I think that would apply to most people. I think as long as you've got some form of confidence in that aspect, like that's fine. But you get to a point when you put on a load of weight and you're like, ooh, I'm not enjoying myself at the minute, you know. And at that point, that's when you got to do something about it. And it's like I had that a couple of months ago. I didn't feel like particularly good about myself. Blah blah blah, the usual shit, you know. Stuff like that, you know. So like, and then I did something about it, and I'm currently in the process of still doing something about it. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Beats me. I care about physical health, but you're going to let the mental health fall down the drain. Well, no, that's the thing. The two go hand in hand. I don't think people realise how much that actually is true. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still have bad days when I'm eating well. But I find if you look in the mirror and go, don't like that bit about myself, you've got to have the mental capacity to, not capacity is the wrong word. You've got to have the mental kind of willpower, maybe, to do something about it. And that doesn't just last a day, you know. Like, it's like when you're in the middle of the night and you're like, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna change my life, blah blah blah. That, you know, you can't have that for just one day. You need that as a complete mindset. It needs to completely change. I'm not gonna give anyone dieting advice, because realistically, my diet is still bad. I've just gone the polar opposite. I've gone from eating too much to not eating anywhere near enough. But because I'm under eating, the first week's great because you lose all this weight and you're like, brilliant, I'm gonna do this, that and the other, and like, oh, in next week, oh, I'll have lost this much. And it doesn't work like that. Your stomach shrunk, but your body's just using what's there still. So it's sort of like, it's a tricky one, because you got to eat the right stuff. You can eat the right amount of you can eat 2,500 calories a day as long as it's good shit and it's balanced, like, and you're doing exercise. Generally speaking, it's fine. When a few years ago, when I shed 3 stone or something like that in 4 months, something stupid like that. I was still eating a fair bit. It was just the right stuff: salads, rice, chicken, and as long as you got to know what to eat as well. I've just been run over by a fucking android. What the fuck? It's just eating the right stuff. Like, I used to love, and I still do, to be honest. It's just expensive, and obviously I've got to prioritise other stuff at the minute. But like, I used to love potato salad, egg salad, I think as well it was. Chicken Caesar was always nice. And then sometimes I'd do like I'd go in Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's is really good for it. I'd just get like a pot of fruit, a salad bowl of like, I think it was just like a salad mix, like a potato salad mix, and then I'd buy tuna and chicken and stuff, chuck that in, and I'd split that in 2, and that would last me 2 days. So it's not a massive amount of money. It's still like you're spending £3 every 2 days. Well, more than £3 because you can buy chicken and blah blah blah. And then caffeine as well. Caffeine's a big one, because I drink black coffee, no sugar, but it speeds up your metabolism. But I think where I've been doing that for so long, because I just rely on it at this point. I don't even drink coffee. I like the taste anyway, and I need it in the mornings really to get up. I'm gonna skip ads for you. Hopefully that works. But wrong button. But right. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh man. And I did that for like 3 months, but you have to also combine that with actual doing exercise, which that bit's tricky, I think, at first. Once you start getting into it, like, it's so fun. And like, that's the bit I'm looking forward to when I get back in the gym. I'm excited to start trying and beating personal bests and stuff like that. And like, as grim as the 5k on the weekend was, like, bear in mind, it's the first one. I'm pretty proud of it, to be fair. First one I've ever done. And I've done like 1.5 miles before without stopping and stuff like that, which was good. But like, to do 5k was like a big milestone for me, because I've never been the fittest of people. Like, I can run around enough and play a match of football, absolutely no problem. I do it twice a week. But that's very stop-start. Whereas this is just 5k non-stop, brutal. But like, at the end of it, like, the feeling is like, I just did that. Like, it's brilliant. I don't know, weird. So yeah, I guess I'm an athlete now. Not eating kebabs until he was 22 and drunk is shocking, yet an understandable secret. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know why I held on so long to resist kebabs, because they are beautiful, beautiful things. Very big kebab fan. Been a very long time since I've had one, to be honest. I don't remember the last time I had one. Would have been about a year, maybe. I haven't had one since moving here. And there's a kebab shop literally like downstairs. That's a nightmare. That's right. So downstairs as well. This is that I've done quite well considering circumstance. Like where I am, downstairs there's like a kebab shop, a Domino's. Literally opposite is a KFC, which I have been to a couple of times, I must confess. McDonald's, Subway, fish and chip shop, 2 Indians, 3 Chinese, another kebab shop down, like literally opposite. Like, I've only had KFC and Domino's so far, like of the takeaways. I should try the others really, but and an Indian actually. That was a delicious Indian, I gotta say. But yeah, only took whatever alcoholic beverage to get me to eat a kebab. Oh yeah, but I don't need it now. It helps. Don't get me wrong, because of how greasy they are and stuff like that. They are better when you're pissed, because if you're sober, you think about it too much, and you're like, ew. But yeah, I'm a sucker for a kebab. Mixed chicken and lamb wrap, doner wrap with garlic mayo, wee bit of lettuce. Whoa. Beautiful. Generally though, Turkish food I adore. I adore Turkish food. I can never remember the fucking names of any of it. But that's the fun. That's the fun bit. You just look at the menu and go, oh, it's lamb and cheese in pastry. Yeah, I'll have some of that. It's basically like a continental beef Wellington. Beautiful. I had obviously Tesco downstairs. There was a Greek section, which I was like, oh, I'll give that a go. But a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, and I got like koftas, pita, like garlic roasted vegetables and stuff. And I've never been a fan of roasted vegetables. I had them as a kid, and I think I threw up. So like in my head, my whole life I've just been like, roasted vegetables are the worst. They're the devil's food. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna face my fears here, and I'm gonna have them. Get some vitamin C or whatever in me. That's the one thing I need to do. I need to eat better. I'm not eating enough, but I need to eat better when I do. That's my sort of problem at the minute. But that's, you know, you can work around it. I'll just need to start getting salads in. But yeah, I had that pita. I've perfected, and I do not mean to exaggerate this. I have absolutely perfected the art of grilling halloumi to a T. I have perfected it, because a lot of the time I was cooking it on my grill, and it's like one of them one of them grills, and like I'd put it down and leave it down and let the thing grill, but all the juice would escape, so the halloumi wasn't like, it was like rubber kind of. It was like the texture was hard, and it was nice and grilled. It tasted good, but none of the juices were in it. You want to keep the juices in. Whereas now I grill like the bottom side, and then occasionally just do the top, just to sort of, you know, you got to grill halloumi. You can't fry halloumi. There is a noticeable difference. I'm not sure exactly how it's different. It just is. I suppose grilling is different, generally speaking. We're just talking about fucking food, aren't we? I'm sorry, everyone. I know I'm not trying to make anyone hungry, but it's making Daddy hungry. Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean that. Sabotage. I like the art of sabotage. You have been sabotaged. There we go. Yeah. So. Any Turkish Greek food, I'm all over. But I had koftas, which I kind of overdid. Just, I think, about a couple of minutes, maybe. I'd just overdone them ever so slightly too much. But I have noticed in Tesco there is a kebab section, like kebabs on skewers and stuff like that, and that I am really excited to get going on at some point. That's gonna be good. So I'll give that a spin at some point. But yeah. Chicken shish mayo and lettuce is my go-to. Didn't think to slam a bit of lamb on. Honestly, mixed kebab. It's goated. What I would give to cram a mixed kebab down my gullet. At what point does a throat become a gullet? This is the question on everybody's mind. We're all wondering it. Well, probably just me. But Where is the straw that breaks the camel's back here? Is a gullet the same as a throat, or is it? I'd argue a gullet would be bigger than a throat. The esophagus would expand, which might come in handy for various other activities. Yes, blowjobs. Not that I care. I just want to stress, you do what you want to do. That's not my business. But what are we talking? Sorry, sorry, got distracted there. Skewers with the chicken and chorizo. I've not had them. I don't know how I feel about chorizo because I like pepperoni. Pepperoni. Sorry, pepperoni and pepperami are different things. Pardon me. I like pepperoni. That is generally my pizza topping go-to. But chorizo's sort of like pepperoni's like first cousin, you know? I got a fart, by the way. It was just wind. Don't worry. Either that or I've just shat myself. Wouldn't be the last time, I'm sure. Or the first. Yoda looks like my sleep paralysis demon there. I found actual chorizo crisps. They're to die for. Proper meat crisps. I'm a bit weird with meat crisps, you know. The only ones I really like, I like chicken crisps, like Walker's, but they're nowhere near my go-to. Like a prawn cocktail generally tend to be my go-to crisps. I do also Quavers. Quavers and Wotsits, for that matter, have a very special place in my heart. They are two of my favourite crisps. Prawn cocktail Walkers up there. Smoky bacon, incredibly underrated. I have not appreciated smoky bacon crisps anywhere near as much as I probably should have in the last 10 years. I used to love them as a kid. It was my favourite flavour. I've had salt and vinegar as well as a kid, but I've kind of gone off salt and vinegar as I've gone older. As I've got older. Not because I don't like them. I think just I've found other things that I like. So, actual slices of chorizo. See, I like a spiced sausage. Make what you will of that. Yeah, I don't know. I when it comes to sausage, because chorizo, I suppose, is sausage, isn't it? I'm just a straight shooter. Just get me a nice fat Cumberland sausage, and I'm gonna put it in my mouth. And I'm gonna give that sausage one hell. I'm gonna give that glizzy one hell of a night. You know, it's gonna rearrange its brain chemistry. Well, I mean, it's inanimate, but you know, just fucking love sausages. I don't mind flavoured sausages. I think you got to get them right though. Sometimes like the taste is a bit too far removed from sausage, and then it just becomes a bit pretentious. Just described a fucking sausage as pretentious. Wasn't on my bingo card this year, but here we are. I'm describing sausages as pretentious. You get my point. But yeah, like herby sausages, you got to get the balance right. Because too much herb, you're in for a bad time. Not enough herb, then it's just piss poor, right? So you've got to get the herb to sausage ratio correct. Pork and apple sausages. See, I'm not mad keen on the apple ones. It's weird. Honestly, if you go to Tesco, the cheaper the sausages, the likelihood is the more I'll enjoy it. Unless it's fish and chip shop sausage, which is the goat as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what they do to them or what it is. I do like a forgotten the name of them. The orange one. What's the orange sausage you get in chip shops? Begins with an S. I think. How have I forgotten the name? It's not salami. What's it fucking called? That's gonna bother me. Apple sausages how? Well, sausages are actually quite simple, really. They're just, essentially, like, for lack of better words, it's just a bunch of grinded up meat in a condom. I did. There was a clip that we had where I was talking about sausage skins, because realistically, sausage skin is just the thing that it, you know, it's just the bit around the meat. It's you know, it's like mincemeat, but in a carrier bag, I guess. Saveloy. Yes, I love a Saveloy. But yeah, sausage is basically just like a shitload of meat crammed in a, well, condom, really. An edible one. That's an idea. Edible condoms. Practice safe sex, guys. Sorry. Monkey brain took over then. But yeah, so you could basically put whatever you want in sausages, is my point. So, like apple, you just get diced up really small bits of apple, chuck it in the mince, or the pork mince, I guess, and then just put that in your sausage skin. So you can do pretty much anything in a sausage. Me and Haley had some last month. It was like, I can't remember what flavour it was. It was like cheese and something. It was like cheese and something sausage. Can't remember what it was. Nice though. It was good. But again, I fucking love hot dogs, by the way. I know it's like, they're a bit of a sin, hot dogs, but I love hot dogs. They're so underrated. But yeah, we had some mad sausages when she was over last. That was pretty cool. Would have again. I like Frankfurters though. Like, I'm a big fan of German sausage. Savoy's are tinned hot dogs on steroids. Yeah, but fun fact though about Savoy, actually chicken, I believe. I don't think it's actually pork. I'm going to Google that, because what meat is Savoy? I'm pretty sure it's chicken. Originally it was made with pork brains, but nowadays... Oh, no, I'm wrong. Nowadays it's prepared with a combination of beef, pork, spices and rusk. Whatever that is. Cheap hot dogs are top tier, cheeky little Frankfurter. Yeah, right? So every... when I was a kid, I used to go to my nan's on a Saturday morning while my dad was at work and my mum was out hairdressing. And we'd go to my nan's and we'd go... It was the same thing every single week for like the first 5 years of my life, whatever. Like, but we'd go to the newsagents and get a magazine each, me and my sister. I'd get Action Man or Spider-Man or whatever. There was a few different things I'd get. And then sometimes we'd go for a walk in the park, and then we'd get back about lunchtime, read our magazine and blah blah blah. But we'd always have either tomato soup or hot dogs. It was such a simple time, but it was great. But however, there is always a however. That all changed when Lunchables got involved. Lunchables were the game changer, because no one has to do anything. You go, Nan, I want Lunchables, and she go, okay. And then you buy Lunchables, you unpack them, and it teaches the kids the fundamentals of sandwich making, for one. You know, if you learn to make Lunchables from a very early age, you'll crack sandwiches by the time you're 10. Actually killed him. Wow. And then, yeah, so Lunchables were a game changer. But then you got the snack attacks as well, which were the wrap ones, which my sister was more into than I was. But she had a bit of a spicier palate than me as kids. It has to be Heinz cream of tomato soup. Yeah, of course. I'm not an animal. That's what I had just before this. Just Heinz soup. Heinz tomato soup. Can't go wrong. And I'm not a mad fan of like other soup flavours either, to be honest. OG Sunny Delight, yeah, that was involved as well. That would get there sometimes. That was on a like rare occasion, but we'd sometimes convince Nan and Grandad to do that and let us have it. And then wonder why we were just batshit hyper for the next like 3 hours. But I suppose the E numbers are enough to kill a small animal, so you know it makes sense. Ah, fuck, shit. All right, sorry boys, I didn't mean it. It was a joke. It was a joke. Just pranking. Okay, I basically just had a stroke in-game. Not going to start on other places in Germany because I may or may not chat your ears off. I've heard that Germany's nice. Obviously, a lot of people I know have recently been to Germany for the Euros and stuff like that. Apparently, it's been really good. And I got a lot of time for Germany. I as much as obviously we've had our differences in the past, for lack of better words. Apparently, German people are lovely. From what I've heard, my granddad on my mum's side this time, they had German friends, and apparently they were just really nice people. Like they're very welcoming and stuff like that. I think they're probably just like, oh, we've got to make up for the wild 10 years we had. So let's be nice to everyone. You know, let's practice that instead of putting people in camps and stuff. Ah, fuck. No. So yeah, I think you probably find them making up for that. You know, if you committed a shitload of war crimes and killed like 6 million people of a specific race, you'd probably be doing the same, I think. Let's play as Obi-Wan. The goat. But yeah, no, I've only really heard good things about Germany. I'd like to go to Munich. Munich's the one that I'm sort of like... mainly because the amount of history there, for one. Lot of history. Obviously, I like my history. I am shit at this game, man. Yeah, a lot of history for one, but like not just World War II history. Like obviously the Cold War, the Berlin Wall, blah blah blah. They've got a good techno scene, which is cool. German techno. Can't complain about that. Obviously the food as well, football. You know, there's a lot of stuff in Germany that appeals to me. I'm 1/16 German, I think, or one. Wait, let's work this out. So my nan's granddad was German. Half, quarter, eighth, 16th. Yeah, so I'm a 16th German, which is cool. Don't think he was involved in the war, the First World War at this point. Her dad fought in Second World War, but he was in the Royal Engineers, so he was on the right side. Like he was on the right team at least. That must have been fucking weird though. Going like, oh yeah, my dad's German. Anyway, I'm gonna go and fight a bunch of them now. So, German beer. How could I forget German beer? Munich is stuck in my heart because of Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest is so wild. There's a lot of beer. Oh, I've done an Oktoberfest before. Oktoberfest is great. I went to one it was in London, near Liverpool Street. Can't remember exactly where. I was very intoxicated. There's a picture of me with a wig on, who I stole from some woman. But I remember FaceTiming Kyle while I was there. I was quite drunk and FaceTiming Kyle and his mum, and then flirting with Kathy because, you know, what a woman. What a woman. What a gal. Way back when. But, yeah. So, flirting with Kyle's mum in front of him. That was cool. That was what a fun time that was. And then, yeah, there's a few pictures of me just with a rubber duck. I haven't got much memory of that. But, like, German Oompa music was always fun. Drinking out of steins and listening to Oompa music is it's pretty cool. I can totally see the affection. Affection, is that the right word? I've got a gnat bite on my knee. I've got a fucking gnarly bruise on my knee at the minute as well. You're not probably going to be able to see it. I'm going to get my knee out. I am wearing jeans. I couldn't be bothered to get changed when I got home from work. I hope that's okay with you all. But, like, check this bad boy out, right? Whoa, fucking hell. Like, check. You can't really see. Look, check out that bad boy. Whoa, look at that. It's like 2 injuries in one. So I took a knock in football on my knee. You should see the other guy. They're not jagged. They're not. Oh, fucking hell. They're not jolts. For the record, I just want to make that clear. They're not jolts. I would never wear jolts. No amount of sex offenders registers lists would get me wearing jolts. So yeah, I took a knock in football, and then the day after I was at work, swinging around on my chair, and one of the guys decided to swing me, and then my knee hit like the table, and then it made it worse. I think I might have also broken my toe a few weeks ago, but we're kind of just vibing with that right now. Like that's a later problem. So yeah, so that's gnarly. Kind of hurts, but we move. Would love to see you witness Munich or Berlin's Oktoberfest. It would. I'd be drunk. I think you'd be witnessing it. I wouldn't. I would be paralytic. Which could be funny, I suppose. That sounds ouchy. No. The other guy was on the floor. I wasn't. So, I'm the winner. Won again last night. Tuesday football. Scored another hat-trick. Should have been more, but, you know, I guess I'll take the 3 goals. Get me in the fucking England squad, bro. I score. Feed the beast and he will score. That's what I do. Anyway. Time to spread whatever it is that the droids, the separatists, are spreading. Fear and... yeah. It's a droid. Let's go first person. Let's have some fun. I just wish this game had continued to get support. It felt like it didn't... It was just about to sort of reach its potential, and they took it from us. And it's such a shame, because how the... Alright, fair enough. That's impressive. L for him then getting bullied by... Yeah, exactly. He's getting bullied by me. He was also, like, double my age, but that's not the point. I was stronger. He should have known better than to get in my way. Yeah, it's a shame about this game. It's a shame that, like, they just stopped support just kind of as it was starting to get spicy. Like, adding the Mandalorian as a hero, adding Mandalorians versus fucking... well, just stuff from the show, really. Like, you could have done so many things from Ahsoka as well. You could have done a couple of maps from Kenobi. Like, there's so many cool things they could have added, which were just taken from us at last minute, because... I don't know. It's a shame. I kind of understand why, to an extent, because the game got a bad reputation, as pretty much every game does these days. But I suppose that's what happens if you don't finish your games before you release them, right? Ask Blue to pronounce Naturwissenschaften. It's science, by the way, so now you're done. Oh. Naturwissenschaften. Naturwissenschaften. I'm assuming. I mean, it can't be far off, right? Immersive. Oh, are we still on face cam? Fuck's sake. Sorry, everybody. I lost in the sauce there. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? We like my face. For fuck's sake. Have I put it on the right one? Yeah, it's on the right one now. That's alright. Sorry. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks since I did this. I'm allowed to be a little unprofessional at times. As if I've ever been professional anyway. Like, come on, behave. But yeah, I like this game's just fun. Like, it's just a laugh, you know? Naturwissenschaften. Well done. W's in Germany are pronounced as V. Yeah, that's why I said Wissen. I'm well ahead of you there. Krankenwagen! That means ambulance. Or Schmetterling! That means butterfly. Or Krankenwagen actually directly translates into pain wagon. Or pain car. As Volkswagen, family car. Or family wagon, I suppose. There you go. So, Volks is family. And Kranken is pain, which is cool. You got to do it with the though. That girl was only half doing the job. You might have the hwak on that thing, but you've also got to call Daddy a good boy. I don't know. I'm chatting shit. Schildkrott. I don't know. How was that? You should try playing Dying Light if you haven't played it already. You'd love it. No, I don't think I would. I hate horror. Horror games scare me, and zombies are scary. But is it the one with the parkour? I love how you shout the words to indeed express the words are in fact German. Ja. Yeah, but you can't say German words delicately. Give me a German word. I'll try and say it delicately, and then I'll say it angrily, and it will sound right in only one of the two. I'm not making that up. It's just, Germans are angry people, and, I mean, if I'd lost 2 world wars as well, I probably would be as well. But, you know, I'll get, what, too soon? Parkour. I don't, I should try and play them games, because I'd probably be bad at them. I just play video games in easy, that's my problem. The O is an Why? Why? Why have you done that? Also, that's the thing that fucks me off about French language. Not, well, besides the fact they're French. But, why are you gendering words? I don't give a shit if this baguette is male or female. It's going in my belly. What difference does it make? So if a baguette is masculine, will it make me gay? If une baguette is masculine and I put it in my mouth, am I then rendered homosexual? These are the questions that keep me up at night. And it's a good question. It's a logical question. It's a sensible question. What is masculine about a baguette? Unless it's got a load of meat in it. That's different. It just... Someone please explain to me. Although... yeah. I don't know. Delicate German word. Kuschettler. Kuschettler. I can't say it. I don't know. Kuschettler. No, just wrong. I think I'm saying it wrong anyway. Can you give me an easy one? One that an English person would actually be able to pronounce. A Schmetterling. Or Schmetterling! You know, like, there was one German guy that kind of ruined it for the rest of the year, I'm not going to lie. He kind of made us all just assume you were angry. Because for a while you were. You know, you were going around Europe on your little holiday, causing a ruckus. And that's how stereotypes get made, you know? Kuscheltier. Kuscheltier? No, that sounds too, like... There's too much pizzazz on that. German's just angry the whole time. What does it mean? I'm just saying these words. That could be a slur for all I know. Preferably not. You know, not by choice. Oh, okay. Team play. Yes. There we go. I've not even watched The Acolyte. I'm sort of... I didn't recover after Ahsoka. That show was fucking goated. Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte and I was like, yeah, this is cool. But I just didn't carry on watching it. Maybe I should have. I know it's pretty much finished now. I spoke to Isaac about it briefly earlier. He basically told me a spoiler. But he kind of asked first if I cared. And I was like, I'll probably see it anyway. Kuscheltier is a cuddly toy. I had said that wrong. I would never make you say bad words. Boring. Tri-Fighter, let's have it. I used to love these. I had like 3 of these in Lego, dude. Oh, hello. No. Oh, we've dodged it, though. We've dodged it. Shit. Alright, okay. I should really invert them controls, holy mother of God. Let's be an assassin droid. Let's see what we can do. The only delicate-ish German word I know is the C word. Is the English C word. Right. That doesn't shock me one bit, to be honest, El. I actually expect nothing less from you. That is an aggressive word, generally speaking. I reserve it for very special occasions, such as Isaac pissing me off. Yeah. It's not a nice word. I can understand why people don't like that word. I think Australians might have the right idea of saying it casually, because, like, it's a bit more of a laugh that way. But it is also a horrible, it's also a horrible word. Ah, sorry for not putting translations on, by the way. Yeah, well, don't do it again. Ever. You've disappointed me. What gun? Let's give this one a spin. Alright. I very nearly played Jedi Survivor tonight. I love that game. I feel I should have platinumed it, to be honest. Die! Yeah, no, like games like that, I played it extensively, but I was just focusing on trying to complete it so I didn't get anything spoiled. Whereas I should have just taken my time with it, platinumed it. That would have been good. I mean, there's still time. I can go back and do it. But I love platinuming. Like, if I'm gonna platinum a game, I kind of want to do it in one go. Like with Spider-Man 2, I platinumed it in 3 days, 2.5 days, something like that. And like I didn't do anything else. I just sat there and played it, and that was it. That was my life for, well, a week. Although it gets a bit tedious once you've once you've platinumed it, there's not really anything to do, which is a shame. But there was no one there. I sort of jumped the gun a bit there. Looks like we're winning though. Where are the enemies? Where are the clones? We've broken in. Die. Where are the people? I'm playing objective. I got rewarded for it as well. Oh, I didn't realise this was a cannon. Alright, okay, fair enough. I just killed Sly Dog. What a cool dude I am. I don't know the map well enough. That's my other problem. Yay! Alright. Winner. But yeah, no, Spider-Man 2, I just blitzed that game. I really enjoyed that. Only offensive thing about German is the country... I'm not going to say that anyway, but the G is a hard G. Oh my god, is it actually? Because it's like a J here. Or J, I believe. I'm not going to say it just in case, because even though it would be out of context if it was, like, clipped or whatever, like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, obvious reasons. They really should rename that country, though, to be fair. Like, do you think the people from that country get offended when you refer to it? It's not really a nice way of referring to it, either. I don't know what my favourite group of troops are. 327th I always liked. I always liked the outfit. And then Commander Bly looked the bollocks as well. 501st for obvious reasons. 91st looked cool with Commander Neo. I'm such a fucking dog. Coruscant Guard. Otherwise known as Shock Troopers, obviously. See you later, Seagull. You've never enjoyed Star Wars. Fuck off. Go. You sicken me. Leave. Leave us. 104th with Wolf. Could do it for Wolf. I do like Phase 1 outfits, man. See, when I grew up, I was a Phase 2 kind of dude. But now I'm older, Phase 1 helmets look fucking dope. I've got to say. They look so cool. I mean, obviously, I've got a Phase 2, but you can't really see it because the England shirt's still up at the moment. But I do love it. Let's see how much a Star Wars Clone Phase 1 helmet. And I don't like the obviously the Clone Wars, I love that show to bits. But when a lot of the helmets that you see on the internet, they've based it on the show, and all the angles are not what they should be in live action, and I don't really like the design of them helmets. If you're gonna do it like it was in live action. If it were me. That one looks weird. That looks nice. 90 quid. I mean, you can get the Hasbro ones, I suppose. I like this beginning bit. It's like a mosh pit. I'm not going to get one anyway, to be honest, but... yeah, phase 1 helmets, man. The bollocks. They look so cool. And I liked the idea... I did like the fact they put Phase 2 helmets in Revenge of the Sith as well, because it shows a bit more of a transition towards Stormtrooper outfits. Which I suppose is like considered Phase 4 at this point, because we got some new ones in the Bad Batch. There's so many things that this game should have that it's not got. Such a shame. I'm still annoyed about it. Like, it was... I think... Star Wars kind of got derailed when Solo came out. But the only reason that was because of The Last Jedi and how divisive it was. It's tricky, because that film's been out, what year did it come out? 2017? 2018? 2017, I think. But, like... I don't mind it. I have been reading this. Honestly, if you're not a Star Wars fan, this is just going to be white noise, to be honest. So just look at the pretty colours, and maybe it'll be alright. But I've been reading the original Heirs of the Empire book. Like the first... I'm going to try and do the trilogy. 'Cause I read. Yeah, I read. But I've been reading that, and, like, I don't know what it is. If the sequels were just that, it would have been so cool. They had source material, and they just didn't follow it. And they clearly didn't have a plan for the sequels. And I think Force Awakens, I actually really enjoyed that film. I thought it was great. J.J. Abrams set up a lot of stuff that could have probably been good plot points and good character developments and blah, blah, blah. I think this probably exact conversation has been said so many times. The Force Awakens set up so much cool stuff. Well, a few cool things, and then in comes Rian Johnson, just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It's like, come on, man. Like, the trilogy is bigger than your ego, you know, like, or the franchise itself is. Like, it means so much to so many people. You've got to... I know that people want risky things in Star Wars, and people like having different things, but you've still got to keep it... Especially for a main title as well, like a main... In the saga, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. You've kind of got to play sensible with it. You can't go and change a character as beloved as Luke Skywalker and not expect there to be repercussions. I feel like because of the backlash of that, people started actually going, no. And then Solo come out. I really enjoyed Solo, I'm not going to lie. That film was actually really good. It was a fun, swashbuckling cowboy western-themed adventure, and I really liked it. I didn't have really anything bad to say about Solo, to be honest. I thought it developed some good stuff. I really liked... what's his name? Earnhardt? I forgotten his first name. Who was it? Aaron? Young and Solo. Alden Einrich. I really liked him as young Han Solo. I thought he was really cool. He had that sort of swagger, and I thought he played the part really well. And the film just suffered from, I think, one, how soon it was released after The Last Jedi, and two, I think people were just sick of seeing Star Wars every, like, 3 months or whatever. So, but, like, it's weird, though, because Rogue One come out. Fantastic film. It's probably... it's easily in the top 3 Star Wars films. And that's... I mean, for me... I suppose it's different for everyone, really. But, like, for me, it's in the top 3. For me... my top 3 as favourites and then top 3 as films are different. Top 3 as favourites: Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, Empire. And then in terms of the films themselves, it would be Empire, Rogue One, New Hope, I think. Only A New Hope mainly on the premise of how game-changing it was, and how some of the things they were doing to make that film work were insane. Absolutely batshit crazy method of filmmaking. But, and it arguably changed filmmaking as well. Like, sci-fi, at least. You know, it had its own style. It had its own... Yeah, you get my point. So, yeah, they're my rankings in terms of favourites. Revenge of the Sith is it's probably my all-time favourite film, I think. For a long time, I was like, oh, it's Pulp Fiction, it's Pulp Fiction, it's Pulp Fiction. And then I sort of accepted myself. Self-acceptance is the first step, guys. And I was like, what film... If I could watch any film for the rest of time, it would be Revenge of the Sith, hands down. I don't think it's one of the best films ever made, but it's my favourite. So, hi Steph, how you doing? What's going on? What have I missed? How are you? How's it hanging? What's occurring on this mighty fine Wednesday evening? What the dog doing, dare I say? Right, we've got to defend the weapon carriers. Let's go. Oh, bother. Oh, piss. I don't know how much longer I'll be on for. Might do a different game mode as well in a bit. Doing alright, just woke up. It's Thursday morning. No, it's not. I have this argument with Kyle at least once a week. It's Wednesday night. Who are you trying to impress? Other motorbikes? Are you trying to find a mate? Embarrassing. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit, I didn't realise it was him. Oh, it just looked like a droid. Grievous is actually a cyborg, not a droid. I just gave myself the ick. I've done that on quite a few occasions, actually, as of late. You can't accept that we're ahead of you. I mean, I've said it a million times, but, like, if you are ahead, then why aren't you informing us of the things that matter? Australia's made up anyway. It doesn't actually exist. I reached the realisation recently. Kyle doesn't actually exist. He's just the worst parts of our collective minds put together. You know, this is one game that I would never think of sniping in. But, oh, okay. Germany is only an hour ahead of the UK. Although, that does that, change in the winter? Do you have... I was talking to someone about this the other day, and we didn't actually know the answer. So, you are going to be my answer. Do you have, like, daylight savings and stuff in the winter? Because we put the clocks back... Or forward? The clocks go back in the winter. I think. But the reason we did it was because in the war, it was to do with farming. So they'd changed the clock so you got more time to do farming and stuff like that. So it worked with the cycle of the moon, stuff like that. I suppose you were on the other side of the fence on that one, but you know, hey, 18 months for Ludwig. How you doing, bud? Appreciate the 18 months. That's a long time. You could have 2 children in that time, which is pretty shit. It's in many countries we do have first. Well, we did it because of you guys, so nice one. Cheers. Did we get each other? Well, I think we did. Again, Kyle, is everyone shared Tyler Durden? Yeah, exactly. That's a very good... Fight Club's in my top 3 as well. But again, top 3 good, like, best films. Not my favourite. It is one of my favourites, to be fair. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I love that film. Maybe I am Tyler Durden. But just wait till I go in my fucking Patrick Bateman arc. That's going to be fun. Comparing, like, comics. Wow, very nice. You could have 2 children, but don't. Yeah, absolutely not. No, thank you. I've always said one day. One day, yeah, maybe, but as I'm getting older, I'm like, that's a burden that I don't know if I'm prepared for. I don't know if I don't know if I could be asked. I'm too selfish. As at the moment, at least. I mean, how that will change, I don't know. I'm far too selfish for a child. Jesus Christ. I couldn't just I couldn't do this just in peace. There'd be a kid shitting itself and crying and vomiting on itself, like, and then I'd have to clean it up. Disgraceful. You can't say it doesn't exist. Don't take my reason to live. If Kyle is your reason to live, your life must be bleak. Don't get me wrong. Kyle has given me many reasons to. Actually, well, mainly 13th reasons. Nah, I'm playing. I'm excited to see him. It's been very, very long overdue. We've been talking about him coming over since 2017, which is, in case you weren't aware, a long fucking time. Yeah, well overdue. It's going to be pretty it's going to be weird, I think. Like, I don't think we'll have any trouble adapting or anything. Like, first time I met the boys, it was calm. But, yeah, it's going to be strange. It's going to be strange just having a Kyle in my house, you know? He's just going to be here. Weird. But it's good. We're coming up with ideas and stuff, and I think it'll be fun. Well, no, it will be fun. It's not. There's no think about it, you know. One of them things where it will just feel normal, I think. 2017, I had 2 kids and a divorce in that time. Jesus Christ. Divorce would be long. Not because of, like, the emotional side of it. I don't think I'd give a shit by that point. But, like, just paperwork, innit? Just a lot of things to sort out. And if I ever have to deal with another solicitor again, I might actually top myself. I'm not going to. That's a joke. I'm too much of a coward. But, God, I can't. That would break me, I think. Like I said, not emotionally. I think I'd just be like, oh, alright then. Well, I'm going to sit and play video games for hours because that's what I want to do. I don't know, yeah, it's weird. I think... I don't know, it's weird. I suppose at that point you've already done the like, emotional side of it before anything else anyway, so, like... whatever, really, innit? Like, oh well. Indominus Rex Gen, how am we doing? Emotions were great. I had a divorce party with black version of my wedding cake that bled when you cut it. Jesus Christ, that's goth as shit. Rate that though, that's kind of cool. That's such a cool outfit, but they made it such a ridiculous amount of XP to get it. I hope I have answered your question because German clocks go forward in spring and back in autumn. Oh yeah, same as here then. I forgot that there's Dooku pajamas. Dark ritual. It's just got to be the classic outfit, isn't it? Like, I'm a sucker for some of these classic outfits. I didn't mind Rey as a character, to be honest. I thought she was kind of cool, I guess. Obi-Wan, aka the GOAT. I find it mental as well that this game didn't release with him in, which is wild for the record. Resistance hero Finn's probably the best look he's got. Can't change. There's like 3 Millennium Falcons as well, which is insanity. I actually really liked the design for that Millennium Falcon in Solo, to be honest. Like with the escape pod at the front. It looked really cool. It just gets slowly more battered and battered. I might do the campaign at some point as well. Clone Commandos are cool as shit as well. Hope you're better and good. Yeah, oh yeah, for real, yeah. Obviously I know I was pissing about stuff, but yeah, I hope everything's alright now. Like, good luck with that. You know. Good job for getting through it. And, yeah. Yeah, divorce would be whack. Like, imagine having that on your CV. Although it would kind of go hard, because, you know, one of them. There's a terrible marriage and life has been better and better since it ended. Now the kids' side, though, shit is exhausting. Yeah, I imagine that would be. That's the thing, like, relationships are generally messy anyway, like, the best of times. But, like, having kids in the mix as well. Because I suppose, that, like, you'd want... You've kind of got to remain neutral for their sake. But at the same time, like, if the husband or the wife is a piece of shit, then it's obviously gonna be, like, tricky as well, isn't it? But, like, you don't want to... Like, if I had kids, I personally... And, like, I'd split up or whatever with the wife. I wouldn't want them to not... Like, you can't have them not seeing their parent. You know, that's not fair. And, like, as someone who had divorced parents... like, I've been there, so I kind of get it. Like, and I didn't pick a side. Like, I wasn't... Like, I dealt with it on mine and my sister's sake side of things, I guess. Like, pretty well, it has to be said. Like, and like, as I got older, I was like, okay, yeah, it needed to happen. And you understand it more when you're older, I guess. But, like, it depends how young the kids are. You do adapt to it, though, and I definitely got closer with my dad because of it, which was good. I probably got less close with my mum because of it. I'm not my voice sounded like it was going then. I'm fine. I assure you, I'm fine. I promise. I'm not crying. It's just been raining on my face. But nah, this was like when I was 13, 14, so that's calm. But yeah, my relationship with my mum wasn't brilliant, I think, after that. Like, compared to how it was before. Like, I wasn't really much of a mummy's boy, but, like... I think because I'm quite like my dad, it doesn't take a lot for me to piss her off, where I'm similar to him. And I think sometimes when she's getting angry at me, it's not actually... Like, obviously, we haven't had an argument for a long time, especially since I moved out, like, and stuff like that. It's... Well, obviously, there's been no issues, but... And it was never always like, oh, I'm being too loud or whatever, or gaming stuff. Like, that was always calm. It was more the side of, like, if I'm asked to do something, I'll be like, I'll do it in a bit. And I'd do it. I'd take a little bit of time to do it. But I think because of that, she'd get frustrated because she's very much a do it now kind of person. And I'm like, it will get done. Like, there's no immediate need to do it. I'm not going to die if I don't wash the fucking dishes. You know, they'll get done. I don't like mess. But the world isn't going to end if I don't fucking do the dishwasher. you know. But because my dad was quite laid back as well, yeah. But that's why I get on with my dad. So I suppose it works both ways, right? So like, I mean, that said, I'm arguably more laid back than my dad. He's very laid back, but we went to a restaurant on, it was only a Harvester, let's not like sugarcoat it, but like we went to a meal on Sunday before the football, and then he dropped me off with my mates, bless his cons. But ordered drinks and stuff, and like they took 5 minutes. It wasn't that long, and he was like, "Where are the drinks?" And I'm like, "Calm, like just chill. You don't the world's not going to end if your drinks don't turn up in the next 2 minutes." He was like, "I'm getting impatient." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but they're working. Let them. Like, when they come over, go, oh yeah, we ordered some drinks, not here yet, just sort of hoping everything's alright." Or whatever. Like, there's no need to stress, you know, like... But I think that might be generational. Like, if I'm at a restaurant, I'll always try to be as courteous as I can for the people that are going to be bringing out my food. Because, realistically, you know what they're going to do to the food. If you piss off what's it called? Forgotten the word. If you piss off someone in food just before they're about to give you your food, I'm pissing in that soup. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously there's legal things involved. But I was just like, chill, man. You'll get your beer. You're not gonna, like, it'll be fine. Don't worry. And like a minute later, they brought them. It's like, relax. There's no need to stress. You're not gonna die of thirst. I said it at the time. Like, it wasn't an argument. It was just, I was like, calm down. I was like, living in a first world country. Well, maybe not these days, but like, you're living in a pretty stable country for the most part. You're not going to starve to death. You're not going to die of thirst. Just be polite. Just don't be rude. Just speak nicely. Treat workers in that environment as you'd wish to be treated in it, because it's a fucking rough business to be in. Same with retail. Never, like, I think, like, where I've worked in retail as well, just I don't understand why someone would want to shout at retail workers. If you're not happy about something, just go, oh, I don't want to be a problem, but this, you know. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll sort it out. Okay, yeah, no problem. Chill. Easy as that. I had my windscreen on my car broke not long ago, so I had to get a new one from Auto Glass. So I call them. They take all my details. Blah blah blah. Yeah, this. Okay, yeah, cool. We'll get back to you with a date and stuff, and we'll let you know. Didn't hear anything for like a week, so I'm like, okay, they've clearly forgotten. I'll give them a couple of days. And then, like, didn't get a call, so I gave him a nudge. And, oh, yeah, they're just waiting for a call back, blah, blah, blah. And they took all the same details again. Now, at this point, most middle-aged people would probably start getting frustrated. But I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, yeah, like, as long as it gets done, it's fine. Like, if there's an immediate rush, then, yeah, then there'll be a problem. But it wasn't. Like, it'll get done. They're not going to... It's business, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to go, don't worry about that. It's only 115 quid. We don't need it. So they're gonna call you. But you gotta be chill with it. And then they called again and cancelled on me twice. The first time, like, the guy was ill. He was like, "Oh yeah, the driver for today's ill, so he can't actually come out." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." I was like, "I'm here all week. Just whenever works, really. Like, I'm happy to be flexible." All right, come. Cancelled the second time, and I'm like, I think the second time his van broke down. I was like, "It's fine." Like, I was like, yeah, I'm just rearrange it whenever you want. It's fine. It's just chill. Like, you don't need to stress about these things. People stress so much about things they don't need to. Maybe that's me being too laid back, I guess. I don't know. The biggest fear is people come in to pack my house after I die, seeing dirty dishes. That is my full government name. I asked her what the big deal about dishes was. I'm confused. That wouldn't. I'm gonna be dead. I'm not gonna give a shit. You know. Hello, Mark. How you doing? Sorry, I would have said hello earlier. And Future as well, also. I don't think I actually said hello. I'm a lot like my dad, alcoholic. My dad's not an alcoholic, I don't think. He drinks a fair bit of beer, but he never gets. He was never like pissed all the time as a kid or anything like that. He had the occasional beer, but like he was always respectful even when he was pissed. He would never shout at us or anything. I'm sure we tested his patience a fair bit, but like, yeah, he never really got violent. Well, no, he never at all got violent. Like, not really. There's no really about it, but yeah, I've always had a pretty bland childhood, to be honest. Not too bad. Was driving in your neck of the woods today. Whereabouts? Give me the location. Let's discuss. I'm gonna come off the game now, but I'm gonna talk through it. We'll just chat. We'll have a little chin wag. How are we doing? What's going on? Talk to me about your damaged parents. Do you want to see me get nuked? I'm gonna nuke myself. Check this out. Whoa, yeah, my face looks so much worse. I walked into work yesterday and one of the guys went, what happened? Oh, and you should see the other guy. They didn't believe me. It was my fingers that picked the spot. I didn't have the best childhood. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just nothing really to report. Like, it was a pretty middle of the road. Like, didn't have any issues. Didn't have any, like, parents divorcing was as traumatic as it got, really. But I think a lot of that, people, a lot of people these days have been through that anyway. So, like, I think that's a pretty normal thing. It was traumatic at the time, naturally, but like, there's blue on my screen. What is going on? There we go. At the time, yeah, it weren't great, but like, you get through it, you learn, you move on. I think that's how I deal with. I've only ever really had one breakup, and like, I dealt with it in a very, like, all right, whatever, moving on, straight on. Like, just, yeah, not gonna get like upset about it. Like, but I guess with that, it had been brewing for a long time anyway. So like, by the time it happened, I was done. Like, I was already over it. Whereas when you're a kid, you process information differently because your life is just, mum and dad live together and they're happy and blah blah blah, and then they don't, and it's like, what the fuck. But I think because of that, as you get older, you understand the reasons why relationships sometimes don't work, and that's a completely normal thing. That's fine. It happens. People grow apart. People have different interests, so a lot of the time it's right time, right person, right time. But sometimes it's right person, wrong time, right person. So it's sort of like, it's one of them, like, where I think as long as you're emotionally developed well enough to understand that things don't always work out, you'll deal with it well enough. That's just basic human chemistry, though. I think, like, as long as you can understand that, I think it's fine. Generally speaking. But I mean, it's different for everyone, I suppose. If you're, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's different for everyone. It depends how the relationship ends as well, I suppose. But like, I suppose being caught up in it from when you're a kid, if it's parents, then it's different. But you learn as time goes. My parents were best friends. They were never married or dating when they banged and had me, so that's enough. Sometimes that's a good thing, though. If you're best friends with someone, like, I don't know. I think it's weird because, like, you could have a best friend and then it just naturally develops, even if you've never seen someone in that sense before. I don't know. It's weird. It's different for everyone, isn't it? It's because ideally you want your partner to be your best friend and someone that you can do stupid shit with, break several laws with, or, you know, whatever. But I guess like things like that change as you get older as well. You know, the things you want to do when you're in your early 20s are different to what you want to do when you're in your late 20s. I want a close-up of the shelf behind you. I must know exactly what is on there. Let's go through it. Pops. Chase Pops. They're like special ones. Black light Pops. They go funky when you put a blue light on them. But so does my bedroom, though. To be fair, because on account of all the cum. More Pops. Books. Star Wars books in that corner. Star Wars helmet. Star Wars Lego. Star Wars Pops. Minion. Raccoon. Chewbacca. That's that middle one there where I'm pointing now is going to be like a Fallout one, I think. And then the one on the left, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I'd like the idea of a Dune display, because I like Dune. But there's not really enough Dune stuff, so we'll see. And then that one there is like just other Pops, cool little special ones. We've got Man-Thing and Daredevil, and then Dick in a Box, and Bullseye and Daredevil, and also Bob Ross. And then on top, just more shit, really, to be honest. And that's an England shirt, which they didn't even wear in the Euros. Don't want to talk about the Euros anyway, it's fucking stupid. Dune display would be cool, though, to be fair. Like, imagine the Dune popcorn bucket there. Like, the big Dune-ussy. That'd be cool. And like a perfect, like I've got the helmet there, a perfect face sculpture of Timothée Chalamet. That'd be cool. As Paul Atreides, Muad'Dib. That would be cool. I have no idea where I'd look for that. Like, do you reckon that's a thing? Timothy. Well, actually, apparently his name's actually Timothée, not Timothy. Timothée Chalamet. Face sculpture. Let's see if it exists. Could get a cardboard cut out, I suppose. What a cool dude. I don't know if it exists. Yeah, a bust of Timothée Chalamet. That would be cool. Just notice the number plate above your door. Weirdest place I've seen one. Well, that was my first car. That was the number plate of my first. That wasn't my first car. I tried driving around on that. It was not going to get anywhere. I like that prick. I need more stuff there. It's a bit bare at the minute. Obviously I've been like skint and stuff, so I've not been able to just put shit on the wall willy-nilly. But like, brother, I'm monologuing. Oh, fuck off. I hope you get paralysed. Fuck off. I don't like, yeah, some cool stuff up the top, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else I could put there. So you can look at the Timothée face while using the bucket. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the face on top of the bucket. And then it's like I'm shagging Timothée Chalamet. You're allowed to keep number plates. We have to hand ours in when we get a C set. Well, the car got crushed. Like, obliterated. It's a C set. Yeah, I wondered what you meant by C set. The car got crushed. I drove that thing until it wouldn't. It was a little 1 litre Fiat Punto. Piece of shit. But first car, isn't it? So it's like emotional attachment. My dad dealt with it, and then he must have done some dodgy deal. No, I don't think he did. I think he just asked, and they were like, well, yeah, the car's getting crushed. It's not like you can... You know, the police are going to look at that and go, that's not Fiat Punto. So, yeah. So that's how I ended up with that. But, I don't know what to do in that area where the bed is. Like, at the end of the bed, at the foot of the bed. I feel like I should have something there, like, even on the wall. But again, like, it's kind of, it's a weird place to put something just on the wall willy-nilly, you know? Like, it's... Do you have a fat sub built in the boot? Not in the Punto. In the Focus, which I had after that, I did. I did. I had a sub in the Focus. You know what? The Focus. I think I've told this before. I can't remember. My granddad died, and then like his old car was just sitting on the drive. My nan doesn't have a driving license. Why would she? And the Punto dies, and then I'm like, need a car. And then obviously we had one there, so it's like, oh, I might as well take that. 3 things I learned about that car. Actually, I'm only going to tell you 2 of them. I didn't learn anything about the car. It was a piece of shit, but it worked. It was a proper granddad car as well. Velour seats, lovely. I changed the radio in it so it had a touchscreen DVD player. I was stuck in traffic watching West Ham football highlights from 2006-07, The Great Escape. And then yeah, I put the sub in the boot, rigged all that up. That was chaos. So I'm driving this granddad's car about with a sub in it, listening to gangster rap. That was pretty gangster. Yeah, so I guess I'm a cool dude. But then when I got the MX-5, I was just like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Driving around with a sub in an MX-5, the thing's probably heavier than the fucking car. So, like, better not. Life-size cardboard cutout of Kyle can go there. He can watch you sleep. That would be good. There. Yeah, you're not wrong. I feel like more plant, more foliage. More foliage. You could get a Lando Norris life-size cardboard cutout. I prefer the Kyle idea, to be fair. I knew it, you Southend lads are all the same. I'm not even a Southend lad. What do you mean? Most of my life I've spent in a little town called Wickford, which is just north of where I am now. It's just fucking old people and chaps. Like, there's not really... There's no in between. It's just old people or roadmen. Hello, Zura, then. And there's just no in between. And it's just shit. There's not even... The town's not even got a pub. Well, no, that's a lie. It's got 2 pubs. One's a crack den, and the other one was a crack den, but they did it up for middle-class people to then moan about in the local group chat, because that's what apparently that town's all about. It's not even got a Weatherspoons. It's not even got McDonald's. It's not got a KFC. It's got a favourite chicken, 2 kebab shops, 4 Turkish barbers, and like 5 nail and lash bars. Are they called bars? I don't know. And then like 2 gambling shops, 1 charity shop, which isn't even good. It's just old dead people's clothes, which usually I like, to be fair. I do love a charity shop for clothes, but sometimes the clothes are just whack. Basically, old people haven't got fashion anymore. They've not got cool style. But I do like a charity shop. I want to go more. I might do that when I get paid. It's my birthday at the end of the month as well, like literally the weekend. Well, payday is on the weekend just before my birthday. I've got the week off, so I'm gonna get some clothes because I need some clothes desperately. Like I've got a hanging rail here with just like stuff. I need a wardrobe, which will probably go here. The walls are a bit bare though. Like I don't mind it. But like when I look at like videos of my old room, I mean it was chaos in there. To be fair, in retrospect, that room saw some shit. Mainly me just cry wanking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I crammed so much shit in that bedroom. I think it obviously because it had a rug as well. It was like a bit more. I don't know. There was a lot going on though with the TV too, and there's all sorts. So, whereas I mean, mind you, I've moved my lights around. You can see my foot blocking the light there. This is looking better than it did. So it's getting there. It is getting there. You need to get the Trump flag up. Where is it? Might be in the lounge. Either that or it's... Let me have a look. It might be over there. Over there. Huh. Still a bit hippie. Still a bit hippie, but we have lost a little bit with my turnips. Anyway, right, I'm going to have a look. We're not talking about the other flag, though. The other flag is bad. Don't know where it's gone. I'm not sure. I'm just going to get something, though. 1 second. So this was a gift. This was a housewarming present from one of my friends. This was This is the worst thing I've ever owned. So yeah, I've got that. I don't know where to put it. Oh no, I've got just the place. I've got just the place. So I'm thinking like, oh, that's fucking sinister. Holy shit. Move it across a bit. Is that sinister? Does that look sinister? Oh yeah, that's kind of cold. What's it saying? Skibbity Riz, what the dog doing? And some other stuff. I kind of like it there. It looks ominous. It's like a vague threat. As for the Trump blanket, it was on my bed. I don't know where it was. That's not a cat, that's satanic. Dude, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and see that, and it's gonna freak me the shit out. What would be cool, which I'm probably not gonna do. There's a plant on the bed. Yeah, I know. What I would like to do, what would be cool, right? And I don't think I will do this. But like, if I had a way of doing this nicely, I could have like football shirt there, and there. Because I like football shirts. I've got a few. So I might get like, that would be cool, I think. Maybe. Until then though, I guess that will go there. And then Galactus across, and then yeah, got a plant, which is kind of cool, kind of rad. I don't know what to do with it. Any ideas? Oh guys, look, I'm a woman in the 80s. Get it? Like, bush. A different bush than the one that did 9/11, just for the record. Went from games to watching me interior design. Yeah, like... Yeah, the cat has got to stay there, I think. That's a fun... In the cube. Possibly. I'm saving that cube. I feel like when something arrives that is destined for the cube will be filled. But until then, I don't think it. I don't know what that's going to be. But it will tell me. So I feel the same way about the cube as I do about Blade Runner, which I've never seen. The one empty cube's doing my head in. Yeah, fucking me too, but it will get dealt with. Don't worry. But like, I feel the same way about that cube as I do about Blade Runner. so that like Blade Runner will tell me when it wants me to watch it. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Blade Runner. I desperately want to watch it because I like the concept, and I really want to watch 2049 as well because Ryan Gosling is just—he's a man of the people. Pardon me. But yeah, but the Blade Runner will tell me when it's time, and that time is not yet. And I've been saying this for about 4 years now, and the time hasn't happened, but I can feel it coming. It's soon, you know. Don't bother. Blade Runner is boring. Nah, I don't think. I think I like. I don't know. I don't tell me the plot twist or anything. I mean, I think I know it, but I don't tell me it just in case I'm wrong. But I think I'd like it. I think I like Harrison Ford anyway. I like the whole vibe, you know. I really want to watch Dune, man. I might watch Dune tonight. That's what I might do. I might end this and watch Dune. Too late now, probably. I desperately want, because I read Messiah recently. Really good, really good. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to adapt it though into a film, because there's a lot of talk and not that much action. And I think if they do make it as a film, people will be like, well, this isn't as fun as part 2, because part 2 is basically just the bit in the first book when they fought, you know. So, watch Lord of the Rings. Nah, dude, I need to do all 3 Lord of the Rings in one go. I love Lord of the Rings, and I've not done a marathon for a long time. I am very much overdue one, but the time will come when Lord of the Rings is going to have... I need... The things I will need for that: beer, popcorn, potatoes. Cook and boil and put them in a stew. Even better, watch Human Centipede so you can appreciate the winky peed I made. Yeah, I will never, and I don't get me wrong, thank you for the art, but I will never appreciate that picture for as long as I live. I will outlive you out of spite. I am praying for your downfall. And I hope you realise what an error you've made. OG Blade Runner was okay. 2049 is my top 5 movies ever. The thing is it just okay on the basis that it's like aged, you know, like, and obviously it's influenced other films since. I feel like I was talking to someone about. I think me and Haley had a disagreement about Star Wars. And I was saying how influenced by Dune Star Wars was, the original, and how much... this was ages ago, but I think she'll probably say, oh, we weren't arguing. Whatever, it was to me. I'm joking. But Star Wars was like massively inspired by Dune. You know, there's so many elements in it that you go, oh, okay, well, he's clearly got... George Lucas has clearly got that from reading Dune and blah, blah, blah. And one had to happen. Like, if you watched... I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I think I just wanted to prove my case, to be honest. No, I'm playing. But, you know, like, it changed. Without that, you wouldn't have had... Right, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Without Dune, you wouldn't have had Star Wars. And without Star Wars, you wouldn't have had countless other fucking films that have come out over the years. And, you know, I feel like the Blade Runner thing might be the same. I don't know. But I would like to very much see it. And I would very much like to see the second one too, also, as well. I'm just holding this plant and playing with it. But yeah, I think it would be... I mean, some posters up there, I suppose. Probably not posters necessarily, but like a few framed things. I don't know what to put in that... I don't know what to put in the cubby hole. here. In this wonderful spot here. Because it's an even gap from there to there. So it's sort of like... I'm not sure. But I feel like that's too small a gap. Unless I just get one massive fuck off tree. That's where the Christmas tree's going. I'll just get a tree, and then at Christmas I can chuck some fairy lights on it and be like, oh, it's Christmas, and I'll just take them off, and I don't have to move the tree. You get what I mean? That's clever. That's smart. I'm gonna have to get a big one somehow. Problem is, it's one wall really that I've got to do, and a quarter of it's taken up by the door. I have got that little corner there. I don't know. I think I remembered you had a tree there. I might have had that one there briefly for like one night, but that has lived there since. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Unless I just get more. Unless I just fill the wall with fucking signs. That'd be kind of cool. I like the old. You know, like you get the like Coca-Cola signs, like the metal one, sort of like that West Ham one. So it's like metal and it embroidered. Is embroidered the right word? Like beveled. Be cool. It would be cool for that. I would like to have them just up top, maybe fill the wall. Fill all of the wall with it. We'll see. How about a collection of Monster energy drinks? Nothing says this guy fucks like empty Monster cans. Either that or Prime. I already have one Prime bottle. That's for the for ironic reasons though. That's. It was that was one of the reasons I started dieting actually that day. That was played a football charity match at Southend Stadium, and obviously they had a lot of like legal issues going on, and it was looking like they might actually like fold and like not exist anymore. And if that had happened, they've sorted it now, fortunately. But if that had happened, then and they would just cease existing, I would be the last person to ever score at the stadium. And it's a historical stadium. It's been there for about 100 years. I would have been the last person to ever score in that stadium, which is actually mental. But they've solved their financial difficulties now, so that's not going to happen. But I've got that on my record, which is kind of cool. Like, for a while, it was looking like I might be the last scorer in that stadium. It's kind of cool. But anyway, my point is, played a charity match there, and, like, saw some videos and pictures of myself afterwards. And, like, I had a great day in that. It was a really good time. But, like, in that, I was just like, fuck. You've let yourself go. I was going to do a whole video on it. In the end, I wasn't confident enough to, and it kind of, I mean, it's a good thing, I suppose, because it spurred on where I am now, which is eating less and trying to eat well and all that sort of stuff. So I guess it works one way or another. But yeah. Anyway, enough chatting shit. I've somehow managed to kill like the last hour of just chatting. Trauma dumping, we did a bit of that. That was fun. But for now... Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Hello, me Cocoa Pops. Guess what? We've landed on the moon again. I don't know. Go on. We'll hear this and then I'll end it. But what am I... Go on. I give up. You got me. Me when the feds eventually get me for... I don't know. I've been told I've made too many bad jokes lately, so I'll just leave that one. Go on, tell me. You have 5 seconds. The plant, yeah, the plant's still here. The plant is still in existence. The plant will get put somewhere, don't worry. Probably in the lounge, actually. Because I don't have a use for it in here now, currently. We will see. I gotta say, my hair is looking better today. It's getting long again, which is kind of cool. It's my birthday, and I've got the job of welding. When you say you have got the job of welding, what was that, a birthday present? You've been given, like, a quest? Or, like, is it like the sorting hat in Harry Potter, where it's like, it's your birthday, you are a welder. But you do have a forklift license. That is true. I've got a cap to prove it. It's somewhere. I think it's in the hall. Should we have a look at my extensive hat collection? Although I don't really want to touch this hanging rail because it is leaning. And it might crush me. I might die. But anyway. Pizza Hut bucket hat. But not only is it a Pizza Hut bucket. Fuck me. Pizza Hut bucket hat. Jesus Christ. That is a... yeah, happy birthday actually, by the way. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. But not only is it is bro still forklift certified, you can never be unforklift certified, dude. That's it. I'm forklift certified for life now. Sparky. Yeah, exactly. You are a designated plumber. Oh, you're hired. Oh, congratulations. Well done. Anyway, Pizza Hut bucket hat. It's a tongue twister, but it is fucking cool, actually, to be fair. Like, I fuck with this. But it gets better. On the flip side... Yeah, that's a word we say now, by the way. On the flip side, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's brilliant. I can do both. And then, like... And then I can make a Milady. You know, it's all the bitches. That was a joke. Anyway, and then we got the classic. The banana. Although my head, it doesn't really work as a bucket hat, I don't think. I don't really have a... I could do it like... Bucket hats don't really fit on my head very well, to be fair. I could wear it like a bowler hat. Where does one purchase this hat? You can buy this hat from me if you want. Not this one. This one's mine. The Pizza Hut one I got in Primark? It was either Primark or H&M. This one is fucking fire though. I think it was Primark. Not gonna lie. You'd be classed to go out for a pint with. Are you trying to pull me? What's going on? Honestly, I'm so much more boring IRL. I need to... it depends who I'm with when I'm drinking. If I'm with... once I've had a couple of drinks... Mind you, I don't think I'm that boring. I can be a good time when I want to be. I just sort of have to turn it on, I guess. But... So I'm different when I go out, like round here. I go out as Nick. You know, I'm pretty bland unless I'm pissed, and then I will. I mean, I have not done it for a very long time, but I can just chat shit, which is fun. When I go out with the boys, it's kind of more like. Well, when I'm drunk with the boys, at least, it's like, what is it? I have to perform. You know, I have to be entertaining in case there's any cameras around. Whereas, I don't know, it's different. It's different. It depends who I'm with, though. It does depend who I'm with. I like the idea of someone doing a podcast in a pub, just having a pint. Just like, you could have. That's kind of what the Set 5 Maths podcast was like. Originally going to be. It was just like two guys just meeting up in a pub and having a chat with some fucking knobbies nuts. Yeah, honestly it depends on what's going on really. I was saying this to someone I think at work a couple of days ago. Like if I know I have no responsibility, i.e. no work in the morning, money isn't an issue, if the stars align in that sense, if I know that I can be fucking stupid, then I am generally more fun. Because I know that there's no repercussions for my actions. And I can just go fucking bananas and just get shit-faced and be a problem. Although next time, and I imagine this might be soon because birthday's coming up and I'm sort of like, I don't really need to go out, but I've not been out in so long, other than for the football. It would be nice to go out at least once or twice more before I pack it in for good. But next time I go out, bear in mind, right, so people are either Sambuca or tequila. I'm Sambuca. I have an incredibly bad track record with tequila. Hate it. I hate tequila. But I heard it makes you black out. I kind of want to see, like, I just kind of want to experience that. I'm sort of like a Make-A-Wish kid, except I just want to black out drunk. But like again, I have also, other than Sunday, I've not drunk twice in like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So, you know, I think that's probably why I'm like, yeah, let's go and be stupid. And I'm not talking like going and setting fire to the local town hall. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it will make you wild. I think you just black out. Might be fun. I'm not sure. Black Sambuca is the best one. Wasn't Black Sambuca basically tequila? Sorry. I thought you said black tequila, and I was like, isn't that Sambuca? But you were talking about Sambuca, because I wasn't listening. Sambuca as well, I had a recent bad experience with tequila. Yeah, this is the thing. The taste of tequila has always just been troublesome to me. I can't shot it. But I'm gonna fucking try, I think. I did it, a similar thing, when my other granddad, like my second granddad, was like end of life care. This is a fun story. I'll leave on this note. Shit, gotta go and take the kids to school. See you later. See you later, Steph. Cheers for stopping by. And I hope you're good. I hate licorice as well. A lot of blackout experience, leave you hearing stories about yourself from other people that you aren't sure if it's true. Yeah, but I don't think I'd be doing anything insane. I just think I'd be doing stupid shit. And when I say stupid, I mean just genuinely stupid. I don't mean like, oh, you were pouring shots down people's mouths. I don't think anything like that. I think, yeah, bro, you were just being an absolute melt last night. Just like, I like chatting shit to people. That's the fun thing. I like spreading misinformation when I'm drunk as well. That's fun. Me and my friend, I'll tell the other story in a second. Me and my mate, way back when, this is years ago now, but we're in the same friend group, but obviously everyone has different friend groups as well. We'd if he was going out, he'd text me, and if I was going out, I'd text him, and it'd be like, I'm going out tonight, and then the other person would go, okay, here's your list, and basically you'd give a list to the other person of like things they had to do, like challenges, but it was always just ridiculous lies. So like I gave him one where he had to pretend that he taught, I can't remember what footballer it was I picked. I was like, yeah, you taught this person how to take a throw in properly, and then like he's got his camera like in his hand, his phone in his hand, and he's like recording it, and you can hear him having the conversation, telling the person that, I can't remember who the player was. It might have been Bakary Sagna from like years ago. It was like, yeah, I taught Bakary Sagna how to take throw-ins. It's just like, it's obviously bullshit because they're like 10 years age gap. But yeah, like we just give each other stupid challenges. But a lot of them were like just spreading misinformation. There was one I think that we were like, yeah, you're like Canadian royalty or something like that. It's like, did Canada even have a royal family? I don't know. But it's like, yeah, you're descendant of Canadian royalty. Like, it's just stupid shit like that. And then you always had like the classic, like, oh, get a picture with someone called Mark. Like you just like go around going, you're not called Mark by chance, are you? Like just going up to random people, just to like, I don't know. It was fun. But then we went out together and did it as well. We didn't. I can't remember any of the stories because it was when I was like 18, 19, 20. So not only is it a long time ago, long time ago. But it's also, I've forgotten so much of it, and where you're drinking as well, memory's not the best. Anyway, the other story. So I could have just turned this into like a whiskey night. By mind you, I could do that at some point. That would be fun. Just have a whiskey and tell stories around a campfire. That might be fun. Anyway, yeah. So my granddad was he had a fall. He was in a hospital, and it was pretty sad at the time, and obviously everything. And this was the last time I went out before COVID, actually, before the pandemic, and just pulled a beard hair out, and but like before I went out, Mum was like, "Look, he's being taken off of life support tonight, or whatever, or like he's been taken off the machine, so he's gonna be breathing manually. Probably not gonna have long left. Like I can't imagine he'll be around by the morning. So just so you know, I'll text you if anything happens. Blah blah blah." I was like, that's fine. Like, we'd been expecting it anyway. So I was like, all right, yeah, fair enough. Catch up in the morning, whatever. So I've gone out and met up with my friends. I'm like, yeah, Granddad's pretty much gone. So like, oh, my Granddad like basically died today. He hadn't, but I was like just waiting for the text essentially. So they're like, oh, sorry to hear that. And I was like, look, my only rule tonight, and my Granddad drank a lot of Jaeger. He was a big Jaeger drinker, and I fucking despise the stuff. Jaeger bombs are my arch nemesis. I hate tequila. I hate Jaeger bombs more. But I was like, look, my only rule tonight is just look after me. Make sure I'm fine. Emotionally, I'm fine. Don't worry about that. Just make sure I don't go missing. Essentially, that's all. My only demand was just if I'm vomiting and dying, just keep an eye on me. Just make sure I don't choke. Because Mum can't handle 2 deaths in a day. And then I did I think I did about 15 Jaeger bombs. Just shit-faced, ruin. And I ended up, ironically, in that Tesco at 6 in the morning. My mate picked me up. And we went to this Tesco. I lived in a complete other town at this point. Went there, bought a Lego set, a meal deal, and a San Miguel. At 6 in the daylight is like the sun's coming up. And absolutely fucking smashed. And then I get home, go to bed, wake up in the morning, or like 11 or whatever. And Mum's like, yeah, so he made it through the night. I'm like, what? I've got to text all my friends saying, by the way, Grandad didn't actually die yesterday. As if it was some sort of hilarious fucking prank. Like I've just gone, oh, this will be funny. Like, what the so then I had to text my friends going, yeah, Grandad survived actually. I know I told you all that he died, but no, God's not ready for him yet. You know, that was a 4-day hangover. That was quite good, mind you. In lockdown, not long after that, he passed away like a couple of days, a week after that maybe. But I did go on like an 11-day bender in lockdown, just in my room. It was great. What a great time. Wonder how I put on 3 stone in lockdown, really, innit? But, yeah. But yeah, that was fun. I forgot about it. I forget about that every so often. Fun little story, though. Anyway, he did die, eventually. They got him. I don't know what he died of, you know. It was just, I think he just died of death, I guess. Rest in peace, big man. I don't know why I'm pointing up there. He's certainly not up there. You're cremated. I don't mean that he was like bad. Technically wasn't even blood related to him, but he was my granddad, so it's fine. Any other funny stories? Just while I'm here. You're on a 4-day bender in Greece. That's pretty cool. Greece is a good place to do a 4-day bender. When you're on holiday, drinking hits different, man. I say I'm on. What, like your period? What's going on? What do you mean? But no, drinking abroad's different, man. I don't know if it's the heat or what, but like I feel like I can just drink forever out there. I think because you sweat it out through the day as well, don't you? Like Turkey last year, I was just drinking beer at like 11 in the morning, but it's like you pace yourself through the day as well. My sister was making mojitos as well. They were brilliant. I mean, if Hayley's here, like, she doesn't really drink that much, but she was enjoying the mojitos probably more than I was. I was quite impressed. But anyway, enough about drinking. It will bring back the primal urges. Nah, I've only got like 4 Copperbergs in my fridge anyway, and I don't really feel like drinking them. Although it's enough to get blue drunk 5 times, so... Shots fired! Lost a bet with my girlfriend, and it turned into the funniest, most embarrassing day of my life. Well, it's not the most funniest or most embarrassing day of your life if you do that every day, but go on. Especially local beers that you can't find anywhere else. Zorbas. Zorbas is a Greek one. Try go for that. That's fun. In Turkey, we were drinking... What were we drinking? Efes. Efes in Turkey. And then in Greece, I went Malia in 2016. The first lads holiday, like 18, fresh out of school. Shithole. Fun though, like it was good. I did some stupid enough things there, I guess. That's a fun story, actually. Well, it's shit. Looking back, I'm like, that's so tame. But it was kind of funny at the time. Basically, we all went shopping during the day. We were like, let's get some food. And one of my mates went, fucking love pie. I don't know. He was on a weird arc that holiday. I don't know what he was on. Anyway, we buy this watermelon. And we get back, and he's like... And I'm like, what's wrong? He's like... I just realised it's not watermelon I like, it's pineapple. I'm like, they're 2 different fruits. I don't know how the fuck you've got them confused, but alright, fair enough. I'll take the melon. Leave it with me. So I've now got a watermelon, which is fantastic. I'm like, brilliant. I can do many things with a watermelon. I think there's a picture of me with it somewhere. And I was like, fuck it, I'll cut it in half. Sort of like I did in the cooking video with Dan. Cut the thing in half. That's how my watermelon chopping skills were so good. Cut it in half, scooped it out, and I was like, I'll pour some drink in it. And I made my own cocktail in this melon. Straw. Really nice. Then I've got the other half, and I'm like, what do I do with this? And I'm like, I'll bring it on the night out. But we're pre-drinking in the hotel bar with some friends we'd made. Bunch of Scottish girls. They were all wrong-uns. Bit of a weird one. I think one of them was pregnant. Weird story. One of my mates bit one of them. Anyway. But yeah, I've got this melon. I've just got this fucking melon with me while I'm drinking. And then we're like, alright, let's hit the clubs. This is like 2 in the morning. We're like, alright, let's go to the clubs. So I've got this melon with me. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm not bringing a melon on a night out. That's just fucking whack. Like, what the fuck do I do with it? Like, I'm not going to go and put it in the room. That's even weirder. I can't give it to them, because that's weird. Like, if I just go, do you want a melon? So I'm like, fuck it. I'll throw it. So I just throw it in the air, and the thing just lands on the floor. Just explodes. It did explode pretty good, to be fair. It was quite funny. It was a really good, satisfying explosion. But then I'm like, and then, like, you know when you're out on a night out, and, I don't know, you see... like something tragic will happen or whatever, and it will sober you up like that. It's weird. It's mad. I had it when Naboo cat when he had his accident or stroke, I suppose. Obviously I'd been drinking that night, and then I'd literally just finished the stream, and my sister found him on the floor, and he was like limping and not with it, and like it sobers you up like that. Anyway, sort of like that. Bit different from my cat having a stroke, but I suppose the same sort of thing. As soon as it exploded, I was like, I'm going to get told off. I need to clean this up. So I'm there then, like, cleaning up fucking watermelon off the floor, which has exploded everywhere. I'm like, I need a bag. I haven't got a carrier bag. So I go and ask some random person if they've got a carrier bag. I'm like, I need to clean up my watermelon. They're like, what? What the fuck do you mean you're cleaning up your watermelon? I'm like, yeah, I've thrown my melon. I need to clean it. They're like, alright, whatever, here's a bag. So I'm there just scurrying about, picking up chunks of watermelon, putting them all in this bag. This is the most tragic lads' holiday story ever, by the way. Like, this is... There's some worse ones from Malia, from Magaluf, but that was when I was older and wiser and more stupid. So yeah, I'm just picking up all these chunks of melon, putting them in the carrier bag, and then I'm like, what the fuck do I do with the carrier bag? So I just threw it in a bin. And then I went out, and I was a third wheel. And then, at the end of the night, that was fine. Like, the third wheel thing had worn off after a while. Because I ended up finding other friends. But then we were like, oh, fuck, where's this guy? Like, our friend who bought the melon in the first place. I was like, where the fuck's Curtis? What's he doing? And we find him spooning a stray dog in the street. It's quite funny now I think about it, actually, looking back. It's so tragic. And it's such a, like, first lad's holiday kind of story. Like, we think it's really funny, and it's like, it's not. It's just fucking stupid. But yeah, we find him spooning a stray dog at like 5 in the morning. Just on the strip. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, I was tired. Like, okay. But why are you spooning a stray dog? It's going to have lice. It's going to have nits. And then some old Greek lady got involved. And he started saying that he was going to do these obscene things to the dog. And instead of her being disgusted, she went, you have a... I can remember exactly what she said. But she went, you have a wild imagination, child. He was like, thank you. And then we were just like, we're going to go now. What a fucking tragic story, man. I hated that. It's funny, though, I suppose, in retrospect. It was funny. I'll find the picture of the watermelon, then I'm ending it. I've said it. This is like, I was young, so much younger. Is weird. Like, 18? Was I? Yeah, I think I was 18, maybe just about to turn 19. Might not have even... No, I think I just turned 18. No, it can't have been before I was 18. I would have been 18, just about to turn 19. Oh no, I cut it into 4 bits. Oh, he might have bought 2 melons. Because there's a picture of me here with the melon. I don't know why I'm wearing a fucking KSI headband. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, I was just chilling and eating melon. Oh, they also emptied our entire room onto my bed while I was out. That was funny. But it is what it is. I have more cursed stories than this. I've just not really told them. The Ascot one, which I know Elle knows, that's a horror show. But that was a whole different thing. What year was that? 2015. I'd have been 18, just turning 19. Yeah, the melon. Yeah. What a time. Pardon me. What a time to be alive. That truly was. I ate an entire block of cheese in a pub once. Please ignore the shite facial hair and well, the hair in general. I think I just washed it and didn't have time to like prepare it. But I ate an entire block of cheese in a pub. My face has got better, to be fair. I've aged. Hello? Right. Turn that off and on. Right, let me... Focus! Right. Just having a technical issue, guys. Nah, it doesn't want to. If I deactivate it and reactivate it... It's, you know what? It's not even that big a deal. I was literally about to end the stream. But it's fucking bugging me. Oh! Oh, hi guys. I'm back. Yeah, no, the cheese... What is the escort story? No, it wasn't an escort. Oh, well, I do have an escort story, though, to be fair. But I might do a whiskey night at some point, and we can just tell stories. No, it wasn't strictly an escort story. I've worded that wrong. I had that. That was a really bad date. That story. Ascot is a different story. I'm not going to tell the story now. I'll save it for another time. Essentially, long story short, I almost got SA'd by a pensioner. The cheese one, I was running late to. It was a work do. First work do I ever had. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll meet the guys from work at the pub. I need something to eat on the way. I'd had a couple of pints before I left. Hello, Black Cap. I'd had a couple of pints before I left the house, so I was a little bit toasty at this point. And I was like, meal deal, yes. And then, because I was like 18 and I thought, I want to impress, these are my new colleague. I've been there like 6 months maybe, if that. I was like, I need to impress these people. I need to do something funny and outlandish. And I thought, come to think of it, I probably could have done funnier things. But I had the wonderful idea to go, I'll bring a block of cheese. Because nothing says I'm ready for a Christmas do than bringing a block of cheese to a fucking pub. So, it's funnier than I'm thinking about it now. It's funnier than it actually was. And then I proceeded to eat the entire thing in the pub with a pint. I must have looked like a fucking crackhead. They found it funny for about 10 minutes until we were like, okay, I've just finished it. Right, should we go to the Indian then? I'm like, oh god, I've just eaten a block of cheese. I'm not going to fit this Indian in. But then I did later that evening throw up, and my manager and assistant manager had to clean it up. And my manager didn't let it go for about 6 years. Although I think the reason he didn't let it go was because I did it again the year after. So it could be that. Could be that. What type of cheese was it? Extra cheddar. Extra mature cheddar, obviously. Extra mature cheddar is the easiest one to binge eat. You can do it all in one go. It's a piece of piss. Hello, failure, Luke. You've joined us at the tail end of this interesting moment. Maybe on the weekend I'll do because you know what, I feel like it might I feel like I just function better in these sort of environments if I'm just chatting shit rather than playing games, because I'm kind of not out of love with gaming at the minute. There's just not really anything out, and it's like a bit bland, you know. Like if gaming was if I was in a relationship with gaming, our sex life would be incredibly vanilla right now. I hope that makes sense. Like, oh, do you want to try this out? No. Oh, okay. Alright, well, alright. Missionary again. Brilliant. Sorry, I forget there's younger people here. My bad. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. But maybe I'll do a whiskey night and just tell stories. What could go wrong? I'll think of a few more stories. I'm sure I could dig some out. There's somewhere, like, I've got videos on my phone that I'll just never be able to show, which is a shame, because they're fucking gold. Well, I suppose because I can't show you, I'll just tell the basic. I'll save the full ins and outs for another time, but we went out in MAGA. This was only 2019. Yeah, just before the pandemic. Go out, all on the piss, get back at like 5 o'clock, and as I get back, I'll just hear from across, like, I'm walking to my room, which is one end of the swimming pool. If anyone's been to Magaluf, it's BH. You'll know what I mean. So I'm in, like, one area, and another mate's in the other. Well, there's, like, 16 of us, or something like that. So, like, you're just constantly bumping into each other on a night out. But I hear from... I'm just walking to my room. I'm, like, written off at this point. I'm like, I'm going to bed. 5 in the morning. And then from the other side of the pool, I just hear, Nick, you sexy cunt, get here. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be fun. So, Hockers was there, actually, El. If, maybe don't mention it to him. But, so I go into their room, because I'm like, okay, well, that's just rekindled some of the night. I'm ready to go again. And, it was like 4 in the morning, I think, not 5. I got that wrong. Hey, thank you, Mikoko Pops. Appreciate that. Have a good one. Thank you for the $4.99. Hope you have a wonderful day, sir. I'll be heading out. You're heading out with style. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. So they're like, yeah, come back to our room. We've got a fun game. I'm like, okay. Where's this going, fellas? So I get back to their room, and one of them's in the shower. Just bollock naked. And then... I think one of the others, Hoggers gets in his pants, and the other guy gets out of the shower. And I go in there, and the whole floor has just been, like, watered. Like, they've got the shower head, and they've got it out of the window of the bathroom, and the whole floor is tiled and wet. He comes out of the shower naked, just lays on the floor, pushes his legs against the back door, like as if it's there, and just slides himself along the floor. I've got this all on video. It's brilliant. I can't show it for obvious reasons. But, like, he's just sliding across the floor, going back and forth. And then they're both doing it. I'm not doing it justice. This story hasn't been told correctly, I don't think. The video kind of is the story, but and I'm just fully clothed with two men. One of them naked, one of them just in pants. I'm like, what? What the fuck is going on? Went to a party and some random bloke, only one guy knew, started a fight with, and my girlfriend at the time got whacked over the head with a Hennessy bottle. Didn't break, then some lass rugby tackled him. Jesus Christ. Best thing I've ever seen is, this was a very small glimpse. I'm gonna find the song because it's like, it was just, you had to be there really. Hold on, we're just getting the noise now. This just in, donation from Mikoko Pops. Thank you, Mikoko Pops, yet again. Back to you in the studio. Love it. So the best thing I've ever seen is I was in my local, I used to go there like every other week, man. I miss it dearly. I'm gonna try and get there again soon. But I'm walking. I was in the smoking area, just socialising and all the usual stuff. And I come back in, and as I'm coming in, I see this little sort of ruckus going on the floor, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And as I'm coming in, this song gets louder and louder, and I see the bouncers kicking the shit out of this guy on the floor, dragging him out by his legs. They're pulling him out by his legs as this song kicks in, just kicking him. I think one of them spat on him. It was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is just happening in front of me. I've just walked in. I'm like, how do you get in that situation that the bouncers are literally dragging you out by your legs, hooting and screaming, kicking the shit out of you, as if like you're being deported? It was like, what the fuck is going on? And I just looked at my mate. I was like, wait, I am seeing this, right? Like, I'm not like, this is happening. And he was like, mate, I don't know what's going on. I was like, just get a drink. I need a fucking drink after that. So yeah, but it was literally like, you could not have timed it better. It was as the song like kicked in. It was perfect. We've got a fair few other stories from that place. Paid money just to watch that. Just stood on the sidelines of drinking ham, watching all go. Honestly, it was so good. I love people watching on nights out. I get more fun from doing that than anything else. There's just so many fucking weirdos about. It's great. There was once, it was Halloween at the same place, and I didn't have an outfit actually. I was wearing a denim jacket and like black jeans, so I could like, you know, it was a normal outfit. And there was this girl dressed as a cowboy. I was so pissed. I just went up to her and I just went, "Give me your hat." And she went, "What?" I went, "Give me your hat." And then she gave me the hat and I went, give me the handkerchief, like the, you know, like the one the cowboy wear. And then she gave me that as well, and I was like, "Thank you." And I just walked off. She was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a cowboy. Sorry." So like, I'm dressed as a cowboy at this point, with a denim jacket. Like, I actually looked like a cowboy. It was pretty cool, I've got to say. I'm just dressed like a cowboy. Just stolen some girl's hat and scarf. I'm just like, yeah, this is me now. And then I bumped into her again at the end of the night in the kebab shop. And I mean, look, she was a lovely girl, but I've got to say, she fell off the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. My God. It was, I think, God might have been imitating Picasso on that one. Bless her, Cottons. Lovely girl, though. Lovely girl. Didn't even get her name. Actually, no. For some reason, she gave me a number, and she was saved in my phone as Hat Girl. Never spoke to her. They didn't send a single message to each other. She was just saved in my phone as Hat Girl. Anyway, I bumped into her at the end of the night, and she was like, "Can I have my hat back?" And I said, "No, it's mine now." And then, We got a picture together. I'm wearing the outfit. And then she went, "Can I have my hat back, please?" I went, "No." And I went home with the hat. And then I'm such a piece of shit. And then the week after that, I attended a Halloween party and wore the same outfit. Anyway, she didn't get it back. So, I'm still in my... Yeah, I'm actually going now. That was a lot. I just wanted to end with that story. We have some wild times. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. I've just been chatting shit for like an extra half an hour that I didn't intend to. Honestly, I will probably just do a talking stream at some point. I'm going to become one of them just chatting girls on Twitch that just gets their tits out and sits in a hot tub. That might be me now. I'm going to get a paddling pool and put it there. I'm going to get a paddling pool, put it there. And, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit in there in the wet and just be like, donate, guys, or I won't get my boobs out. So, yeah, anyway. Have a good night. That song, sorry, Nova Boba, is We Like to Party by Venga Boys. It's a tune. It's a timeless classic. And by timeless, I mean it's shit. Also, I put the plant in a pint glass, because that's what we do. Go get yourself a pint. Have a good one. Me in a Speedo is your dream. I'd make Lewis Capaldi look like fucking Timothy Chalamet, bro. Honestly. Anyway, that's the end. Goodbye. And yeah, I might do, if I'm not busy Saturday, might have an ethos session on Saturday. But if not, then I might do a little whiskey stream. It'll be the best whiskey... I can't do a Donald Trump impression, but anyway. Yeah.